This is Raven Dana. Thank you for joining me here at Walking Between the Worlds for this meditation. It is the 24th of November. Time is flying. Let's have a little bit of time to rest, to recuperate, and to recharge. Find a comfortable position with your back supported where you can be still for about 12 to 15 minutes. And as you relax, bring your attention to your breath. Relax your breath. Allow it to become slower and deeper. Find that place in your breath where in-breath pauses and becomes out-breath. And you drift down on the out-breath, and it pauses and becomes in-breath. Just float on the sensations of breathing, rising up to the still point at the top of the breath, and drifting gently down to the still point at the bottom of the breath. Relax. Allow your eyes to close. Breathing in, you rise up. And breathing out, you drift down, effortlessly floating on the sensation of air, rising up and drifting down like leaves on a breeze, snowflakes suspended in the air, rising up and drifting down. Relax. Feel your body settle down onto the surface beneath you. Notice the tug of gravity and surrender to that feeling, allowing your body to become heavy and at peace, resting gently on the surface beneath you. As you breathe, your mind also begins to quiet. You relax your belly. You let your shoulders drop away from your ears. You release your jaw, and your face relaxes. Your thoughts become still, and in that still space, images begin to rise around you. And you're walking along a path that's made from flat stones with designs on them. You notice those designs as you walk, stars and spirals. They're beautiful. And you follow the path through a grassy expanse. You weave through the trees following the path. And you begin to hear a sound. It's almost like a bell ringing. It's a rhythmic clang. It's pleasant and soothing. You follow the sound. You notice that the path is leading you towards that sound. It begins to get louder and louder. Metal on metal, the sound rings out. And you see up ahead that there's a structure, a little building with 3 sides, the front open. And the sound is coming from there. And as you approach, you begin to see there's somebody at an anvil, framed by the fiery light, hammering rhythmically, sparks flying. And you notice that this person is a woman with coppery brown skin and wild hair. She's smiling. You can see how her muscles are bulging as she hammers. Her arms, she moves with such grace. And she sees you and smiles broadly, a flash of white teeth. And she takes the item she's been hammering and plunges it into a barrel of water, and the steam rises, swirling around her, almost obscuring her from sight. And with a wave of her hand, she beckons you forward. You enter the little shop, and you notice on the walls there are all kinds of things. There are ancient shields with writing and images on them. One has a lion, another has the head of Medusa. Another has a woman bearing a torch. Another has a snake coiled around a staff like the caduceus. "I'm glad you're here," she says in a lilting voice. "It's time for you to choose your shield and take your weapon home." And she points to all the shields and says one of them is just right for you. And with a sense of wonder, you walk up to the wall where beautiful shields hang, and you walk closer and reach out, and one pulls your hand towards it like a magnet, and when you touch it, you feel a tingle on your skin. "This one," you say, "this one calls to me." And she nods. "Take it," she says, "it's yours." "Come," she says, and she brings you to the place where she plunged what she was working on into the barrel of water, and she lifts it out, and it takes you a moment to see what it is. Is it a hammer? Is it a hatchet? Is it a knife? No. You place your arm through the opening, and you see that it rests against your forearm and clasps around your wrist. "What is this?" you say. "Ah," she says, "it is light." And you realize in this moment that the shield is to protect you from losing your light, and that the armband is a way for you to focus yourself, to ground yourself, to hold fast to your light, and to use it to shine the way through the darkness before you. "Yes," she nods. "You do understand." And you look at this beautiful and intricate piece of art around your wrist and up your forearm. You look at the carving, you look at the patterns, and it feels right to you. And then suddenly, it vanishes. But on your skin, on your forearm and wrist and the back of your hand, you now see the pattern, shining and silvery, like a tattoo made of light. And she nods, and she points across the way where there are trees and plenty of open space, and you begin to see them. Many people, mostly women, with their shields, practicing with their hands of light, learning how to hold their energy, to cast it forward, to use it to protect others, to cast light into the darkness. And you smile. Are you ready? She says. Yes, you nod. I am ready. And without another word, she turns and lifts a piece of metal from the fire behind her, lays it on the anvil, and begins to work. She nods to you to go across the way, and you do, with your beautiful shield vibrating, and the new marking, reminding you of your power and your light and your ability to protect, to defend, and to be the light in the darkness. You walk across the way to meet the other people. Just as they are all sitting down on the grass, resting their shields before them, quieting down to meditate, and you sit among them, looking around, noticing all the people from all the different cultures. And it's a beautiful sight, a rainbow of humanity, a rainbow of women. And you feel the power around you. You feel the ground vibrating beneath you. And you close your eyes and let yourself resonate with all these other like-minded people. And you breathe. And as you breathe, you flow on your breath. You rise on your breath, soaring on the air above you, following the flow of a magnificent river, soaring over forests and mountains. You flow on the air that you breathe, and it calls you back gently, calling you into your body, into the moment, calling you back into the room in which you rest. You can still feel the vibration of the shield you now carry, the connection with the others, and the hand of light that has been activated. You return fully to the moment, feeling strong and refreshed, connected to all the elements, vital, alive, and you allow your eyes to open. Thank you for joining me today for this meditation. And I'll see you next time.